chatter before it gets really rolling. So,
Oh, yeah.
Got you.
Yeah,
Just so you know, I washed my retainer for this. Yeah,
It looked nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah, I'm really cool.
I can tell.
No,
we can tell. Come on.
yeah, guys, come on, stop now. I wore my finest different colored hoodie since I usually wear the red one. I figured I'd splurge for Valentine's Day. Just another Carhartt. That's me.
Thoughtful.
Yeah, man, Carhartt's awesome. It's good. I'm sponsored. No, I'm not.
Ryan, what did you do to prepare?
Yeah, what did you prepare?
I tried to make myself as close to the color of the couch so I could sort of blend in
Nice.
Okay.
and just sneak out whenever I feel like jumping in.
You look like a spill on the couch.
Yeah. Ooh, it's couch camouflage.
Couch flash.
Couchaflage.
Yeah.
See? Oh my god, you're already zinging.
We got him.
I do
Ladies and
personal
gentlemen, we got
comedy
him.
for individuals on the street who don't want it.
Ooh.
Oh, dude.
That's that.
I
I
do it
love
inside.
hostile comedy.
Yeah, I do that, but inside.
Yeah. Don't we all?
365 Scranton Fringe Fest.
Ooh.
That's sick. We need that.
Very avant-garde of you.
Yeah, you have the opposite of a stage. You stand in a pothole in the street.
No, I'm very short, so I try to stand higher.
You're adequate. I mean, like, look, Ryan's here.
Yeah,
You're fine.
I mean, dude, we're good.
Yeah, dude. Come on, man. He's good.
5'10".
All right, let's get it going. Welcome to the NEPA Scene Podcast, the only live streaming in-person arts and entertainment podcast covering northeastern Pennsylvania, offering a true alternative voice in local media. We're coming to you from the NEPA Scene studio underneath Center City Print in downtown Scranton. I'm Rich Howells, the founder and editor of NEPA Scene, and tonight we're here with local stand-up comedians Ryan P. Flaherty and Chris Jones. Can you tell which one's which? Do they get a camera switch or?
I'm pretty like
falling asleep
normal
over
looking.
there?
I'm sitting over here wondering why you keep looking at me. We're still
Because
reading the introduction.
I'm literally doing this
Yeah.
just to say, hey, that it's the introduction, so it's my camera. Like we haven't
usually
never done
leave
this
it
before.
on the overhead for the introduction.
And
You
just for the first few
I
seconds.
always do. You just never.
And then
pay
it's to me, then it's to them.
Let me tell you, I don't know what's happening, but I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I'm
Outraged.
So
This whole
Fill-in guy.
I might just go
You
now.
brought-
it's
I'm
over.
the permanent fill.
you brought me
Wrap
into
it up.
your podcast dungeon. Your dungeon. I saw those stairs, and I'm just like, I hope this is an interview.
Yeah.
I've never
Yeah.
been intimidated by you. Ever.
Yeah, that's the most fun for me whenever we do these is leading people down to this weird basement area where they think, okay, I'm definitely gonna die
Got a
now.
very
Yeah,
Dexter
I like
vibe.
that you don't warn us about it.
Yeah, well,
That's
no,
even
that would be
better.
silly, yeah.
I would
Why
have
would
been
they do that?
Uh-oh.
just hide because we were waiting in an alley.
I'm
and
like,
then-
did he post
and we're
about
like,
this? Are we safe?
This isn't an alley. Okay, that's okay. And then we go inside. I'm like, oh, at least we're out of the alley.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we go down a stone staircase.
That's worse before it
Just a stone staircase. Okay, I'm sorry. You probably have plugs.
So we're going to talk about the comedy scene in northeastern Pennsylvania. Ryan hosting the new bi-weekly Spacement Comedy Mic in Wilkes-Barre, writing and developing jokes in their differing styles. Chris's headlining show at the Keystone Stage in Olyphant on Friday, March 15th, and much more. So please join our conversation with your questions and comments down below. We'll get to those later on in the show. Before we dive in, I just want to thank Center City Print, who has provided this amazing studio space for us. You can use promo code NEPA Scene in person or online at centercityprint.com for 10% off. Center City Print can bring your ideas to life in 3 locations: Scranton, Kingston, and Hazleton. These one-stop shops are locally owned and operated, offering high-quality printed products, copy and custom print services, and design solutions to help you, your small business, your nonprofit, your band, your photography, your art project, or any venture thrive. Visit them now at centercityprint.com and use promo code NEPA Scene online or in person for 10% off.
I figured it would be good if I.
Well,
turned
you know,
some
it
of
worked
that's
out because you needed some flyers made, and
Yeah.
they were right upstairs.
Oh, it was perfect. Yeah. So, is the commercial still playing?
They were good.
No.
Okay, I don't know. No, but for the sake of me getting flyers for the show on March 15th, if there's anybody who's just like, yeah, I'll have a flyer of my dumb head in their business, I'll just
Right.
stick it there. I got plenty, so I mean, like that's pretty
Would you
cool.
like me to put your flyer of your dumb head up?
Sure,
Ooh.
yeah, absolutely. Why not? Yeah, why not see a picture of me from the past and not the one that's moving now? That's freaking awesome.
Well, it has
That's
nice
good.
colors on it though, Chris. So.
It does have nice colors.
There you go.
It does have nice colors. See? Look at that.
Wow.
I don't know where to point, but
Beautiful.
Right there.
Right in
Thank
the
you.
middle, actually. Right, like
Ooh.
that
Ooh.
center spot
Ooh.
there. There
Just
you
felt
go.
like- There you go. Perfect.
what's going on?
Nice.
Excellent.
Sick, sick.
All right.
Okay.
So,
I was so worried for a second. I was like, wait a second, was I supposed to keep going?
so this time last year, we had Tori Seward, Jeff Nye, and Angelia Petrillo on the podcast to talk about the benefit show that they
Yes.
organized for you and your family. So I want to give you the opportunity to respond to all the horrible things and nasty rumors that they spread about you on that podcast. So you have 1 minute to defend yourself.
Yeah.
Go.
Everything is true.
You son of a bitch.
I am probably worse than you could have ever imagined.
The money got to him.
Yeah, no, I've been waiting this whole time to just turn heel right now. This is my big reveal. Yeah, no. It's been a pretty crazy year. Yeah, that was one of the coolest things that I've ever been like around in this area.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a great show. It was a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
and just like everybody just being like such a cool friend to just want to be like, hey, like you, like all of my comedy friends, musician friends coming together like that.
I actually.
Yeah,
wasn't
you were
in the
fucking
game
off
that
somewhere
way.
else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Yeah,
all fun.
you're like,
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
I stayed away.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was. I'm
That's
so.
okay.
Yeah, I know.
we had fun.
No, I'm sorry.
Well, that's why I
I feel like I did it.
Because when the power goes off every time you restart a motor.
What the pillow up?
Is the sound on?
Yeah, we're still streaming.
Sick.
Ooh,
Heck yeah, dude.
look at
We went
us.
right back.
We're gonna about to take some blankies, dude.
Yeah.
Just hit that thing till it goes down.
Yeah, we came right back to streaming. We're good.
Sick.
Sorry, everybody.
Hey. Hello.
Ryan keep Flaherty ruined everything.
I fucking did it again.
You did.
That's just the start.
Yeah, you're
Wait
gonna-
till I see what,
You're gonna
What
need
I got
another
planned.
benefit.
Oh.
Yeah, this time for your hospital bills. Yeah. All right, sick. Here we go. Yeah, dude. What was
Hello.
do your spiel?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Printing company, check.
Right.
You're
we got
talking to
that
him
done.
about his house burning to the ground.
Fun times.
Fun times.
Right.
Right.
Great.
That was good. Hey, Rich, thanks so much for asking us to be here. That was
Yeah.
so stinking sweet of you.
Yeah, so, actually, before you get into that, I'm going to verbally suck your dick for a second.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
the man.
I'll
You're the
please.
man. No, because he always does this shit. I've known him for the better part of 10 years, and you're always just doing stuff. And it's always for the sake of other people. And that's really cool. So thank you. That's fucking
you.
awesome.
I appreciate you saying that.
No, absolutely. No, because I was on my way here, and I was on the phone with Ryan. I'm just like, he has no clue how much love he's about to freaking get. Dude, that freaking shiny ass head is. It's gonna be so. I'm gonna give you a forehead kiss. It's good though, because your forehead just keeps.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
good.
I was in a changing room the other day, and the light was directly here, and I was like,
Oh, no.
holy shit. I really don't have anything there at all anymore.
Hats, man. Hats.
Yeah, depending on the lighting, it's like with my blue eyes looking at snow in the morning, it just flashbangs me. I just open it, it's just so bright. I'm like, fuck, oh, god damn it, I'm mutated. No, it stinks. I hate it. Okay, now you go. You're a good guy. Yeah, you're good.
All right, so when I did that interview that we were referring to before, I kind of started by asking them, where maybe your sense of humor began developing. Like for me, I grew up on Monty Python, which we were talking about before the show, and Kids in the Hall.
Kids
So
in the Hall's awesome.
when do you think maybe your sense of humor started to develop, or like maybe what had an influence on you that maybe still carries over now?
Gosh, I think just always kind of like trying to sneak and watch stand-up as a kid, just whatever was on.
Okay.
Just nameless, like, jokes that I can't even quite remember just got me all
You had to
intrigued.
sneak to watch stand-up?
I just remember like hearing like that Comedy Central,
Yeah.
like the sounds that you for the starts of the specials.
Was it like at all
It was past
boys?
bedtime. I was a young man,
Was it like how they like at an all boys school, how they like leave porn in the bush? Was it kind of like that? You had to,
Yeah.
you had to go look for it. You're just like, they said 3 o'clock and I have class. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No. I mean, yeah, now I just get it from all over. Like, I personally love a lot of the local scene, like, everybody that's around me that have been doing it, Chris.
Hi.
The whole Spacement gang, the people that have been coming out to that.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Jeff. How to
You're
say
on
that
phone.
real quick. I made it. I guess, like, as far as, like, the weirdness of it, the people I really like are, like, Mitch Hedberg, obviously. And people like Ian Abramson, Casey Rocket.
Okay.
Weirdos.
Dude, that's really cool. I mean, like, and plus, dude, like, you at the Spacement specifically, and Bobby Mack,
Yeah.
like, who owns Utopia Glass Shop.
He's the man.
Bro, like, it is so cool how many open mics are happening, whether it be yours, whether it be the Monday night all thing mic at the Keystone, or on Thursdays they do the comedy workshop at the Keystone Stage in Olyphant, which is sick. Like, that's all freaking awesome. But, like, the cool thing also about going to the Spacement is, like, it's in a literal boiler room. 25, 30 people max can fit in there.
Yeah.
And there's one light that points at a small ass stage, and that's it. It's perfect. Low ceilings. Like, if it was any lower, I'd have a problem with walking in there, like that type of.
The coolest thing about it is that Bobby, like, gets what comedy needs.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
he's big into, like, the music scene, too. And he's been doing, like, all kinds of, like, hardcore shows and cool shows. But, yeah, he
Hardcore
really...
shows in there?
Yeah, dude.
How?
don't think about it. It's
Okay.
it's such a good time. It just works.
It's like the size of this room.
I know, but it really has everything you need for comedy, and
sure.
I asked him to be on the podcast, and he's been a little busy.
Yeah.
Hopefully, maybe in a few weeks or something, we'll have him on.
Oh yeah, he's the man.
Dude, he's the man.
You'll love
He's
him.
such a cool guy. Yeah.
What interests me is how this idea even came about. Like, did he approach you and just be like, I think we should have some comedians in the basement? Like, how does that happen?
It's kind of cool. So, actually, my wife was friends with him. She knew him. Had done art show in the basement there before.
Okay.
Before he really cleared out the room that we're using now, and had made this shirt for Utopia.
Nice. Very appropriate for the holiday.
Yeah, she had put me in contact with him, and we were just kind of had pretty much the same idea of we could definitely make this work, and
Okay.
it's just been
Worked out. And this was at the same time where I really started getting gung-ho with it again, and it was like the perfect like I was just trying to get back into it. Ryan was like, God, I hope this works. And then we haven't seen each other in years. And then the first Spacement that I went to, it was like, I might have missed the very first one.
Yeah, but you've been there.
So, yeah,
you guest
but,
hosted the one.
Yeah,
You've been. It's been a really cool thing
dude,
to see.
with that mic, man. It's
It's fun because all I really wanted to see, and I think what Bobby wanted to, was just all the comedians to have room, and I think we got it.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Pronto Pizza giving us pizza every week.
They do, yeah.
If that's your thing and you just want to eat some pizza, we won't even tell anybody. We'll just let you eat the pizza and leave.
Dude, I wake up at 3:00 in the afternoon sometimes and then go straight to the mic. So it's like that's the first food I get. I'm like, thank God it's a Wednesday with the mic. I get pizza.
Right.
I don't have to go do anything else. Thank God I can just get there. But no, dude, that freaking... It's awesome. I really like the look of the scene right now. It's really cool. It's very, very cool. Just because you have so many spots that are just willing to give you time. And like really cool. Like it's the same thing, like I said, with the Keystone Stage as with you on Mondays, Tuesdays, whatever. I work. So they allow me, as well as you allow me to message them, get on either early or late. Lets me do my stuff even though I can't necessarily be there the whole time. So it's like very, very appreciated. It's and that extends to you also is my appreciation. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll add, I actually love to recommend your mic to comics that may not know the mics in the area, because I consider it, and I say it to all the other comics, it's like the gym for us. You kind of have to work it out.
You gotta work.
It's not
hard.
like always just there for you. You know what I mean?
No,
Spaceman's kind of like we'll give you a second. You know?
Dude, two weeks ago, the guy who went before me at the V spot did the solo from Crazy Train. And then, he did it on the guitar. And,
he just sang it. I was like, what?
Yeah, he's just saying it.
What the fuck is happening, man?
No, this super talented guitarist.
How did I
is just
miss
like
that?
doing that. And then I had to go up, and I'm just like, yeah, so I'm a cat dad. It's so tough to go on mics like that are mixed because it's just the overall volume is so much louder.
Right.
So to get everybody attentive in a bar that's been yelling for 4 hours because everyone's shredding, it's definitely tough. But then you get that one, you just kind of get momentum. And
like this week, you had a really good set.
it was awesome. In terms of how much fun I had, in terms of how good it was, I think I played the room well. But anytime I go to that mic and I can get people to pay attention, it's like, okay, cool. I've cracked a nut somewhere to where it's like I can kind of figure out how to get to it easier next time, But yeah, no, there's a ton of mics up here. I've been doing a lot in the sense of just I've been traveling up to go to Mike Peters and Stephen Brown's mics up in Endicott, New York, Binghamton, stuff like that.
Awesome.
And it's only an hour from here. You know what I mean? It's really not bad. So if any comedians ever want to go out, please, Kelly's Endicott, Mike Peters' mic on Mondays. Go out to it. It's a really, really cool spot. He's an awesome dude. But man, it's just sick because it feels like it did probably 3 or 4 years before COVID. Do you remember when we were all just going around doing a bunch of shows, and it was we had the big group, and you still had Joey Tepedino and stuff up here.
Yeah.
And it feels like now with the time past, not only is everyone better, and we have a new list of people who like to do it, which is really cool. But at the same time, I don't know, just because there's movement doesn't mean it's forward. So it's cool now that, you know what I'm saying? So now it's cool that we're not just all booking each other and stuff like that for the sake of doing shows at some random place. It's like, okay, how do we make this cool for everyone? You know, for everyone to just do it well. We'll see who's getting better, who deserves this. I mean, like, deserve is such a subjective thing. I don't mean it like that. Like, I have no lines that I draw ever. But, like, in terms of, like, letting people do their thing. But, no, it's just freaking cool, man. It feels like it did, and it feels like it's way better, even. Like, so, and it's cool. It's really, really cool. I don't have to drive far to do what I love, you know. So that's pretty good. I don't mind being in the car for 45 minutes. It's not a big deal.
I personally feel like this is a pretty neat time for me to see the local scene because I feel like it's like a big uptick from what I'm used to.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I came in right at the end of when the Keys was happening, and I missed a lot of, like,
R.I.P. the Keys, dog.
Right?
Shout out to Jen. I hope she gets another place soon.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to pour one out, please just do it out there, not...
Oh, no, that's fine,
Not on the carpet.
No, you're good.
Oh, man.
No. Not this time. You have made this room way cooler than I would have expected about 50 feet before the door. So it's sick. It's freaking awesome, man. Yeah. So like
I just really like seeing what's happening in the scene with all these new faces coming out.
I think it's chill, man.
It's really neat. And people that are grinding, not just like once or twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's positive.
I just like seeing people like care like that, and that's the big thing, man, is just like you do get those people who only do it once in a while, and that's perfectly fine because it is what it is. It's an art form in the sense of just like whatever you want out of it. I mean, not everybody wants this to be their job.
Sure.
You know, and I'm just gonna do what I can until I even get to that. I don't care if I have to live in a shanty house. Like I just that's my goal. But it's cool seeing a lot of freaking comedians like you know, like Stephen Detweiler, Ryan Manzo, like yeah, Billy Crace, you know, like you're
everybody that's been coming out to your mic.
Yeah, the workshop on Thursdays, man. Like it's a really cool. It's really cool to see the old. I don't want to say old heads, but like the people who've been around a little bit in the scene get so much better, and they're still so willing to help everyone.
Yeah,
because. Once you get into a competitive market, like, who knows who's going to be your friend? Who knows what's going to be good for you or bad for you, especially if it's the unknown. Like, whenever I get to that point, what is it going to be like in terms of who I could trust or whatever? Where here, it's, like, no one's going anywhere without each other. In the sense of, like, you're not going to get better unless you're friends with the people who also want to get better and care about stuff. People who are giving you free mics to go to that you don't have to pay for. People that are just asking for donations that end up having a microphone, you know. So
it does feel like real friendly for like the first time in a while.
Yeah, and that's not even to like put shit on anything before, because I feel like it's the natural ebb and flow of things to have some pushback somewhere and some disagreements and whatever. But realistically, as long as everybody's just trying to grind and get better at something they care about, or just to go out to an open mic, have fun, then I mean, I feel like there's room for anybody to kind of do it in a respect. Like, even if there's differences to be had, like, okay, guess what? There's 8 billion people. We're gonna not all agree. If we agreed on everything, that would be weird. Yeah. You know, so it's cool because I feel like the majority of the time, it seems to be the cool part of stuff. You know, like it's not really like I'm not really aching to talk, like in terms of like painfully ache to talk to somebody. I don't, you know.
So what, from a herding cats perspective, how is it to put together a mic specifically for comedians, and how do you get people to come out? How do you keep it organized? How do you keep it moving? How do you keep it interesting? I know you do the feature thing each week, that sort of stuff. So maybe, tell us a little bit about that perspective.
For sure. Well, I think it's nice to get it up and running to a point where it kind of just dictates itself, where, it works out. But I've been very lucky to have Bobby helping out, who understands how it works and is, you know, able to be like, okay, we had a ton of people come this week, we could stay late, and we figure out, okay, maybe we need to work out times. And it's just been little things that I've never thought about, like, oh shit, okay, we have 2 hours and there's 20 people here, you know what I mean? And it's been a really fun challenge to see us figuring it out, and I think we got it pretty down pat. And
Yeah.
I'll be honest, the pizza helps now.
The pizza
The
definitely does
pizza
help.
helps so much. You wouldn't believe
it does help.
We got
Yeah.
randos that come in for it and they're like, all right, I guess I'm here already. You know what I mean? And then they love it.
Yeah.
And they're like, there's pizza and a fun time.
It's starting to be that mic dude that I'm seeing people come out for from like a while away. And it's really cool. Like, I know we're going to end up booking people. Like,
My favorite thing is the features, being able to not just get like people that are like ahead of me, like people that I look up to, like, you know, like Ted Granahan was one of those people. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
I would say like getting people that I've seen like grinding, like, you know, like Steve and Ryan and
Yeah, man, it's just cool.
and Bobby's killing it too. He, you know, and it's
Nick Yanishak's been out a bunch.
Yeah.
He's like there's just a bunch of. I don't. It's just a cool spot.
It's fun to be able to have a place that can bring, you know, all of us up and have this fun.
It's
you
a
know
very
what I mean?
weird sell though. The people who've never been
Yeah.
there.
Oh, and the fact that I like that it's just a room and it's not like attached. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
attached to like a bar type of thing with it too.
Yeah.
Because then it's just the people that love it, and that's kind of what we're hoping to get.
And the only people that are moving in and out of that place is just to go to the bathroom. So there's not like heavy serving traffic because if
Right.
you're gonna bring something, you just buy soda upstairs or whatever. You know?
Right.
But like, yeah, dude, it's the freaking bomb. I love it. I love it. Dude, my feature was only like I enjoyed it a lot. It was a little rough though because I did 25 minutes after 17 other comedians.
Yeah.
I was so excited. Like, dude, I was so
That was
nervous.
the night that dude fell asleep for a second, I think.
No, not during my set. No,
Yeah,
that was
but-
the week before it.
Yeah.
No, the guy just like in the middle of the feature set, you just hear one snore.
Yeah.
And then we all look at him, and you just. And the set was great. He was just on the couch is really. Granted, the couch is very comfy. You know, I will say. You know,
Yeah.
like I enjoy the
Yeah.
couch.
Oh yeah, there is like 2 movie seats right up at the front. Those are reserved. But they are the best seats in the house. So you kind of have to be like ready like there like at 6:30 if you want to try to stake those. But we'll talk about you the whole time if you try to take them.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Well, so what is your plan for like in terms of comedy for like the year? You doing anything like you have any ideas of like what your kind of goals are? Or?
I mean, I'd like to see. I personally want to start trying to do a couple benefit shows, you know, for like local charities, maybe like climate change, so I could sleep at night. And just doing it because like what are we
take a
really
jet there.
like trying to get like $20 and some French fries most of the time? Like we're just
gas
like,
money.
if we're willing to do that, a lot of us are just willing to be like, okay, I'll take the time and do a cool thing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I'm hoping to do. So I'm trying to do that. But yeah, I wanna try to boost the local people up and just try to just get better. That's really the only thing I'm working on right now is I'm just focusing on hitting as many spots as possible
So your only
so
goal
that I don't
is
have to worry about it anymore.
best goal to have, man. You're just hitting its repetitions, you know, like.
Also, I say if I had a brand new car, I'll be honest with you, I'd be out every night.
Oh yeah,
you know
no,
what I mean?
absolutely. No.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I work nights, so it's kind of like I end up, if I get booked on a show, having to take off of work, which kind of stinks. But during the beginning of the week, middle of the week, I could just kind of hit up as many spots as I possibly can. And, no, dude, like, that's... I think that's one thing that I never really understood, only because, like, when people say... I just don't... There's just some people that don't take stage time as important as they should, just because, like... I mean, I write at least an hour a day. That's just me. You know what I mean? And just for the sake of doing it. But like,
All jokes are just nonsense.
I mean, it starts as nonsense. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I had to stop saying in the beginning of my jokes this one time on mushrooms because then I would just say it 3 times a set. So it's just crazy nonsense that I end up coming up with, and then it turns into a bit. You know what I mean? Like, It's invaluable stage time. It's crazy because if you do it 500 times in a year, 5-minute sets, that's only like 40 something hours. It's not like a lot, you know? So like
Yeah.
if it takes 10,000 hours to get good stuff, I just want to stop shaking.
Right.
You know, because
Yeah.
people tell me I look confident all the time, and I'm like, I was sweating and cold at the same time. Those are two,
Yeah.
that's usually when you're sick that happens. No,
No,
that's when I'm trying to tell jokes. It's, you know, so, but yeah, because there's that level that I suppose like my main goal in terms of who I am as a comedian. Thank you for asking, Ryan. Thank you so much. No, is I just want to be me on stage. Because I think for a while, especially people who've seen me, or anybody who gets up on stage, there's you in person talking to me, and then there's me on stage, and it's kind of like an octave higher. And I'm talking like this.
Yeah.
And this isn't how I talk to people. So it's like, it's kind of like getting to the point where it's like, I want to be able to just sit down on a stool and just be like, yo, what's up, fuckers? What are we talking about? Let's, you know, let's hang out, you know? Because I think with comedy, it's cool. Because I love seeing the city-style comedians that are bringing everybody in. Like, what's the guy's name? Like Jeff Akari? Is that dude?
Sure.
So, yeah. So he, if I butchered the name, I'm going to hate myself. But, so he's a dude on, like, he's just this, he's a comedian, he's super successful. But, like, it's almost as if, like, he's the show and just talking to everybody and just having fun with everything and stuff. And there's a time and a place. You can't do that in theaters, I imagine. I have no clue of all my theater experience. But like it's getting comfortable with the crowd is like the next step in terms of just like, you know, getting comfortable with yourself, getting comfortable with the crowd, and then go.
Right.
You know, bringing it in as a show, not just like presenting yourself and you're like, hi, you know, dicks are weird, you know. You know, so yeah, it's, you know.
All these names, the first thing that kind of comes to mind for me is like the differing styles that you all have.
Right.
And you know,
I love it.
How does that, you know, because from an audience perspective, they might be like, well, this is, you know, all over the place or whatever.
Sure.
But I feel like for you guys, it's just, that's just how it works. And you guys all kind of get each other. Like, you
Yeah.
get,
Right.
okay, you know, you do this or you do that, but not in a shticky way. Like, I don't mean
No.
like, oh,
Yeah,
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 no, listen,
yeah.
he's the this guy and you're the this guy.
Different voices, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's more of the differing voices and how they all kind of somehow work together. I think
Right.
It's just so interesting.
Well, I think it's ultimately, I mean, we all love the same silly thing. We all love doing this thing that doesn't really make sense, but it's art, right? You know,
It's way easier than having a bunch of people that sound like you. You know,
Yeah.
like
it's respect for the craft too. Like
Exactly.
we understand jokes, I think, and so
Yeah.
we're like, oh yeah, it might not be how I'd say it, but
Yeah.
that shit's good.
So for the sake of it though, I mean like just to like solidify what I was saying before about that Thursday mic, man, is so it's ran by this dude named Dan Danzy. He's the guy, he came from Dallas, years professional comic.
Okay.
And so what happens is comics go in there for a comedy workshop. It's not, you can go as a crowd member, but like it's usually all comedians. Like, please go, like anyone go and have fun. It's a great time. But like we all do a 5-minute set. Everybody writes notes, and then at the end we literally like Dead Poet Society where we're all in a circle and we're just like, hey, because I mean like even though people write jokes different, it's still like this, and it's not like across the board, you know. But it's pretty easy to look at somebody's joke structurally who's asking for us to talk about it and just be like, okay, cut out this word, like write it all out and cut out the words that are filler and maybe don't say fuck 17 times in the joke. Dang
Come on,
well,
dude.
Yeah. Well, cut it down to 5 or whatever.
It doesn't
you know what I mean?
work.
It doesn't work then. It doesn't work. You know the ending needs 17. I said this before. Twice.
Rule of 17.
Jesus. That's the rule of 17. But yeah, dude, it's a cool friggin' it's having that, even if it's anywhere else, because I did one at Brewworks in Allentown last week on Wednesday. So what they did was at the end of the month, I think, they have a showcase, and then at the beginning of the month they have a workshop where it starts an hour early, and they just have a hot mic, and anybody can go up and try a joke, and then people just kind of feed off of it. So
Okay.
I mean, like as long as outlets like that are around and people give a shit, then it's cool because everyone's gonna get better, and then because no one's gonna go to a show where only 2 people in the area are cool. Right. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna get sick. You're gonna get sick of me. Like someone is. I mean, people already are. You know. It's kind of.
That's why this is cool right now, because we have so many people like with so many different perspectives, like you're saying right now.
And we have places like the Spacement. We have places that are gonna let us do spots. You know, V Spot, Keystone. Like you go anywhere, man. Like go ahead.
How do you handle the constructive criticism though with people who are
Gonna give it to you.
Trying to, like, you know, for example, like how do you come in and be like, okay, so that joke does not work, because I know some people treat it very preciously.
Well, good news though. Most of the jokes we say that to are actually racist, Rich. So we don't know. Whenever someone, no, I'm just joking. But whenever somebody says something outlandish, I'm just like, dude, if it's funny, it'll work. But
see, and that's the thing.
Anything could be funny, but it has to be funny.
Well, a lot of people think when they're coming into this, when they're coming into comedy. At least this has been my observation from running mics for nearly 10 years now, and seeing different people try stand-up comedy. A lot of them think that, well, if I just go for the absolute extreme, if I just say the most offensive thing I can think of, that's gonna get the laughs, and then I've got them. And it's like, it's actually gonna silence everybody, and everybody's gonna go, the fuck is this? And why is he doing that?
Yeah, man.
Like, don't go there.
Takes a lot of pressure off of me when someone says
that kind of stuff. It's not that we're certainly living in a world where people can be overly sensitive and stuff too.
Sure.
But the thing that these people don't get is you have to actually be funny first, like you're saying. Like, craft an actual joke. Just saying the offensive thing is not funny.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think too many people mistake one for the other.
All the time.
But that's also like a learning curve thing, man. I mean, like, not everybody comes in. I don't know many people who came into comedy like understanding how to write a joke. That would be
right.
Like I always say, no matter what you do, you will suck at it. First, no matter what, you're gonna suck at it. And if you want it to be your dream and you're gonna do it a bunch, you're gonna suck at it way more than once. And you just kind of have to go for it from there and learn and do that. Because I mean, like, I think we all have had jokes that were like, that was stupid. Like, dude, I was toting around a joke on the mountain for 7 years, which I have no clue why the hell I even made this joke. I made it when I was like 17, and it was about how I thought coconut shampoo looked like cum. It does. I know. And like, at least it smells like an oasis. Like, it's it's cool, but I could also just say this at a party or make it a meme. And then just like, you know what I mean? It's nothing destroys you more than when you wrote out a joke and then you see a meme do the same joke in 4 words and you're like, I'm gonna kill myself. This blows. That was my joke about the Queen's Gambit board game not being chess. Ah, damn it. Curses, Mark Zuckerberg. How dare you open lines to meme communication, you know? But yeah, dude, it's just all fucking working it out. I mean, it's cool to do it. And sometimes, man, like some of those Tuesdays, dude, I fully plan on coming up and just eating an absolute tub of dicks for 15 minutes. And I know, dude, because it's hard. Music's more fun generally. You know what I mean? Like, in terms of just like the time. Like, obviously I'm not talking shit on stand-up, but like, music's so cool. So it's like
you could passively enjoy it.
Yeah, going from
that's nice.
Going from 6 musicians that have years of practice, like technical thousands of hours of practice, and then I'm just talking about my buddy from this one time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, in terms of like new comedians, I don't think they should shy away, because I feel like there's a good median between constructive criticism, especially if it's by somebody who cares or if it's somebody that you ask. Like, once in a while you get a piece of information you didn't ask for from somebody, but you needed it. I'm not saying that I'm the guy who goes out of my way to do that. Like, because I already have a fucking ego. I don't need to think that I'm some guiding force of anything ever. Like, but like, I just think that once you're able to listen and realize that it's a lot more nuanced than, because like, dude, I fucking, like, in terms of my comparison to people who do this as a living, like, I got a shit ton of work to do. You know what I mean? Like, I can't just... I saw Sam Tallent's new special on YouTube, and check it the fuck out. It was a game changer for me, because I'm like, oh shit, I am worthless. Like, it's not because this guy's doing it for so long, but that's the thing, is like, this isn't a business with one ceiling. This is where you keep growing, and then you feel your back on the ceiling, and then you push up, and then you're in the next level. And I don't know which one I'm in, or what I deserve to be in, or what I'm working, or like in terms of working towards being a working comedian. But like, you got to be able to take criticism, and even if you don't agree with it, if you don't take it, then you're just kind of like shielding yourself off from other viewpoints that can help you get to your destination.
Sure, and it's a fine balance too, because like you said, there's the audience is varying depending on where you don't come to the V Spot and do a set and it doesn't go exactly how you want it and then give up forever, because it's like, it's not always the best venue for it.
Yeah.
And I'll freely admit that as the guy who's running the mic there, you know, like it's sometimes it really works and sometimes it doesn't, but it also, I've been to open mics at different bars and it works the same way.
Yeah.
I've been to mics at, things like the Keystone Stage or venues in that, sort of vein, the theaters and stuff like that. And it's kind of all the same. Like, it depends on who the audience is and who you're playing for and, how everything works out at a certain time. So it's not always you either, like that's the other aspect is like, you can't get discouraged, and I think a lot of people get discouraged too fast. They don't keep working at it, But you guys have been working on this for so long.
I have been eating shit at the V Spot for so long.
By the way, guys, go to the V Spot.
It's the best. I love it. I'm so
there.
glad I have, because that had just made me way more resilient to when I'm like,
understand that we need this. Understand that it is okay that we that it is a tough crowd. Because it's not always going to be easy,
Sure. But, that's why I think it's important to have something like the Spacement Mic, where it's specifically you're going there for that.
Yes, that's exactly,
and
that's exactly what we
that's
wanted.
a huge difference. It's like, some people are just going to the V Spot to drink. Like, they have no idea that this thing's going on. So they're not really invested or they're not paying attention. And other people are like, really, oh, wow, this is cool. And they want to sit and they want to engage and they want to enjoy. Right. And that's another thing too, obviously people don't know always how to engage with comedy.
Sure.
That has been an issue.
Yeah, some people are like, oh, this is a participation thing.
Yeah.
You say something and then I say it back. No,
then
that's not
why are you looking at
Before there was a real crowd there, it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
It was a little bit difficult.
But now, like, that we keep showing up, like, my goal for the V Spot every week is just to have new shit. Because I mean, it's not a forgiving crowd in the sense of, like, if they hear the same jokes every week, they're going to know, because it's the same people who really give a shit about the mic that go and listen. Mm-hmm. So it's cool because it's like, it challenges you to write new stuff and hash it out. Like, for me, when I do open mics, like, I have my stuff that I want to do for shows, and I usually, like, either start or finish with a joke I've done before just for the sake of, like, rallying. But if I want to go up there for 5 minutes and just talk about anything, you know what I mean? Like, what I did the joke about, like, ordering Ubers and challenging them to a wacky races. I like that one. I have a lot.
I knew that was gonna be fun.
I have a lot to do with it. In the sense of, like, I have to write it over and, like, figure out how to really, like, crack the shell on that one. But it's cool because I think everyone who goes there every week appreciates trying, so even if not everyone's listening because half of them are there to chill out, then, I mean, like, whatever, like, that's fine. I'm going there to try new stuff, that's the whole workshop bit of it, so I can kind of slowly add it into the pile that I could use.
How has the crowds been at your mic? Have they been kind of? Is it almost all the comedians, or there's some audience there too, or
it's been. So last time, my wife Yaz counted like 42. Like, people coming in and out, including the comics, and that's pretty much about as many as you could fit in there.
I was gonna say that's probably the limit.
We have it becomes where you're standing a couple people right on the outside waiting to go up.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's really kind of hard to match that. So we have Ange hosting the Safe Spacement Comedy Mic on Tuesdays too.
Okay.
Angelia Petrillo, yeah.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of Angelia Petrillo.
Hashtag I don't know.
Yeah, so what's the whole, it's once a month?
Yeah, that's the first Tuesday.
First Tuesday.
Yeah.
And it's a mic that specifically caters to the LGBTQ plus community.
Oh, that's awesome.
Different,
But nobody's excluded.
no one's excluded, but it's more so she's just like, hey, do you want to go do comedy and you don't want to just hear dick jokes? You know what I mean? Like, do you want a place where you could do your thing?
Wait,
and
there's more to stand-up
That's what
comedy than dick
exactly.
jokes?
So it's a freaking cool thing.
It's trying to reel it in from every kind of angle we can to just kind of build more into the comedy scene. And
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
All you need to do is have these places to be able to get better. It doesn't matter,
It's so cool. I'm so excited to have been a part of building something up so fun that everybody seems to enjoy. Every time everybody comes out, I'm like, wow, I can't believe they're coming out to see
It gets bigger and bigger every week. Yeah.
It's been really fun. It's been really
we got to
fun.
figure out how to I say we, but I mean just because
No,
I'm
but
there every
it's
time.
it's like a community. We're all kind of just having a good time together.
But it's such
With a bunch of new faces coming out.
Yeah, man, that's why I'm trying. I love going out to mics that are an hour from here, 2 hours from here, just because I end up meeting people and then I tell them about the Spacement and then they don't believe me.
Oh my God,
And then they come. Dude, Marty.
Yeah.
Was killer. I would tell you his last name, but he just goes by Marty. So look him up on Instagram, however you need to. There's a bunch of R's.
There can't be that many Martys.
No, right? Dude, he comes in from an hour and a half
He was
away.
awesome.
Just
He
was late,
absolutely crushed.
because it was such a long drive and there was traffic, and he gets there, gets on stage last second. It was pretty much what happened to me last night, where I showed up 5 minutes before I went on, and he went up, killed, and then he was just like, I didn't even record it. I totally screwed it because he didn't record that set. And he was so mad about it because it was dude, bonkers. He blew the place apart.
I don't know. I think it would be really fun. A lot of people have tried recording their sets in there. All I end up hearing, I don't know if it's cursed or something. Everybody ends up getting somebody's head in the way.
I get feedback all the time.
Something happens. There's a ghost, and we gotta exercise it. I think.
I gotta exorcise the demons.
Spooky.
And just
No, it's really fun. You forget you're in a basement sometimes.
I don't. I never do. No. I mean, this room will help me forget that I'm in a basement, but not yours. Yours is in a basement.
Yeah, this is deep underground.
The walls are
Yeah, it's
concrete.
really tall people. Yeah, we really hate them.
No, I was
it
these
would be a
lights
little
right
bit
here were
uncomfortable.
killing me, man. I was just standing here, and fucking Christ almighty, dude, this is crazy. I was and do you know what blows? I mean, you guys understand because you are men of the four-eyed equation, but I am now getting to the point where it's kind of in the conversation to have glasses. And by that, I mean, I've had them prescribed to me for a year, and they just sit in my drawer because I'm like, no, it's...
Just do it. Dude.
No, dude, because, I just, I don't think they fit my face. Literally they do, but I don't think, visually, I mean, dude, it's just transition. It's not like I can't see you guys. It's just kind of when it goes light to dark, dark to light. I think I'm in a war. It's kind of it's a
maybe contacts.
Oh, dude.
I don't like the whole pushing into my eye thing. So
It looks like a cool part.
Not at all.
For me, yeah.
No. All our glasses are be blind.
I don't want to be the guy who loses a contact. Because that's just a tough situation. Because then it's everyone's problem. You're ever around someone who loses a contact and they're like, no one move. We have to find this clear piece of gel that is now on the floor.
Or even worse, when they lose it in their eye.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Or they'll put one on top of each other.
Out. Glasses forever.
They'll forget they have them in. They'll put another one in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Did you get better vision?
Yeah. 40/20.
Dang. Wow. So how does vision work in the sense of like in the numbers game? So 20/20 is good. But how do you get? What's worse? What does it?
I like how you're
number?
asking me with these.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, what's your vision? Do you know the number?
I don't know.
Okay. Does anyone
I trust my eye doctor.
know how that works? 20/10 vision, I thought was better.
There's a doctor for that.
Yeah, but I don't go to that. I know I'm a comedian. Does it look like I have health insurance? No, I don't have it. No, even if I did, I wouldn't be using it. Look at me, like freaking. It's I don't know. I'm just trying to splurge, guy. I don't know. I'm just trying to talk about something silly, guys. I don't know. Because I don't have it. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's awesome. No, but somebody in the comments tell me, please, on how you get if you have better vision than 20/20, do you go down in numbers? That's the only way I would assume that would work. Because if you had -40, -60. Now you just have coordinates
Okay,
as
so
your
when
eyesight.
people on YouTube say somebody in the comments tell me,
Yeah.
you're not going to be reading it.
Well, I know.
Just fucking Google it.
No, but well, I don't want to be on my phone either. What do you think?
I would never want
Dude, I'm an egomaniac. I'm gonna watch this on my way
Put it in the
home.
comments and tell me. It's like, you have a phone. Fucking Google it.
Hey guys,
Do it now.
yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Do it now.
Yeah, Rich, you got. No,
No, now's the time.
no, you do it. All right, sweet. You are doing horrible. No, never mind. No. All right. Okay. What's?
We don't have to stop for it.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, what's going on?
All right, let's go.
Vision.
I'll throw in a question.
Cool.
So you're developing your set. How are you deciding what works, what doesn't, what gets in, what doesn't get in? The flow of how the whole thing comes together.
I was
that
right.
sort of thing. How do you end up putting a set together?
I think I do it wrong, where I usually pick the ones that I like the most, and I just keep doing them, and I say, I think we're gonna work, and then I go, no, actually, okay, so my good set is the ones that last the most consistent amount of times, with the most, you know what I mean? You listen back to your stuff, like we all
You kind of gotta do.
Yeah, that's
Sometimes your
something
favorite joke isn't
behind the
everyone's favorite joke.
sitting in a dark room with the notebooks,
Yeah.
music video here. It's pretty much a lot of just figuring out, okay, these are the ones that work the best.
Yeah.
Here's what doesn't work in those, and now, okay, I have my best
Yeah.
chunks until I get enough time.
I have plenty of jokes that I love.
Yeah, I
don't get
do
any
them
laughs.
too often because they're just too much fun for me.
I just love being a silly goose. Man. Yeah. It's silly goose is the mantra, dude.
I think for probably a year straight, I opened up at the V Spot about talking about like bad shits or something.
Yep.
Pretty much all the time. That never really worked. You know what I mean? But I
It was never
love
not
it.
true. It was never.
Yeah, it was like I was just in that red stall holding it shut for dear life.
Oh, dude, that a great place for music. Horrible place to take a shit.
Yeah,
I'll say that's
Yeah,
the only
I'm
thing.
so sorry, but
Everyone
yeah.
who works there is amazing. The food's
best,
great.
the best.
It's an awesome atmosphere.
it.
Their toilet, like they put so much into renovations, and I won't poop there. You
Well,
know? I usually am not apologetic about that at all. I'll poop in public. I
You're
don't care.
telling the guy who has irritable bowel syndrome.
There you go.
So,
Heck
you
yeah.
know.
That's what we call character development, folks. That is,
I mean,
yeah.
honestly, we probably warmed the seat up for each other. a couple
yeah.
of
Oh
This is
yeah,
sick.
for sure.
Oh,
Well,
that's sick.
that's
I'll
the
get in
thing
on that.
is when you have irritable bowel, you have experienced every public toilet
Yeah.
available in some form or another. So you kind of become a connoisseur after a little while. You know, so which ones are
Sore.
Thank you. And
That's awesome.
I love it.
That one is definitely on the bottom. Sorry, Vinny. It's
Vinny,
No,
I'm
Yeah.
a freaking shitter.
Dude, have you guys experienced bidets yet?
Oh yeah.
You guys
This is
done
the
that?
best thing in the entire
Dude,
world.
I didn't. So I don't know why I thought the water would be warm.
No.
No, it's not. So I was at my
Still the
friend's
best.
house because he's always like, dude, bidets are the best, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I've never used one. And then I went to his house, and it was kind of like, You open the door, and you just see it there, and you sit down, and you're done. And then you're like, okay, and I don't know how to use this thing, so I just freaking went all the way. And I went, it was like, dude, I literally like had air time. Like I was so
Hydrocolonic.
surprised. Oh my god, I got a colonoscopy with cold water, and I was just like, geez, look, freaking leave. Oh my god, like I don't know. Dude, but I'm so on board with them now, and but it's weird to do it for 5 minutes. No, I don't do it. I'm just joking. I'm sorry. He was like, Chris, what are you doing in there? Oh, like Randy Marsh sounds. Yeah. Oh. Dude, no, you get on that, especially if you're irritable. You might as well.
Right.
I mean, think of how much money you'd be saving on toilet paper.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, man, I've been around you for the better part of 10 years. I've not once smelled a toot from you. And I think that's something to be, I think that is to your professionalism, my sir.
Well, I'm true man. I hold it all inside.
Do you know what? You don't have to. See some of the people that end
All
up
my
coming out,
emotions,
you can
all
blame it.
of my childhood damage, all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
It
And
gets
painful
bottled
shits.
up
Yes.
with the farts.
Yeah.
We've
They all-
logged a lot of miles in the car.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good.
You can bottle your own Jankton, dude. Just do that.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
That's the other thing that you learn when you have your
Distill
little bowel
it.
is incredible control
Yeah.
over your bowels.
All right, Mr. Miyagi, chill out.
Shit on, shit on.
Yeah, shit on, shit off. It's like a shut-off valve. You're just, oh my god, it's leaking. No, dude. Yeah, no. But like, if nothing else, if you're looking at this guy over here, folks, and you're just like, I can't stand him. He's a professional. All right. At the very least, we can say that Rich Howes is a professional, not only within the community but within a bathroom.
Rich Howes will not fart on you.
No, he will not.
Yeah, you could put that.
That's why I'm voting for Rich Howes and whatever they send me a link to whenever that stuff goes on. You know, that's good. Yes, I'm sorry. I keep talking about your shit.
Steamtown Music Awards.
Yeah, Steamtown Music
There it
Awards.
is.
Yeah,
There it is.
I mean, like, yeah, you
Directed at that.
got a healthy shelfie over there of awards over there.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
I like it. Yeah, no, I enjoy it. And it's long because it's not like you're one of those places where it's just like, yeah, we have award-winning wings, but it was like 2012. You know what I mean? No.
We're fresh.
Yeah,
you got fresh it's active. It's yeah.
And there's no dust on the old one, so we know you care. We know you care.
It is intimidating
and we
as
care
hell.
too. Yeah, man.
It is a lot.
Dude, I have I have 2 diplomas in my life and no awards on paper, but like both of them are just rolled up in my closet in like that little thing they put it in.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't think people need any of this stuff anymore. Like I'm pretty sure you'll just know I'm graduated from high school when you see me.
You need a comedy award. Somebody needs to start a local comedy.
Well, there
award.
is a comedy award going on right now in that freaking what is that?
All
thing?
those don't count. Those newspaper ones. I mean, not to say that they don't count.
It's
in a
cool to
sense.
have. Yeah.
It's cool to have.
yeah. Those are.
But it's
those
like
are
it's not dedicated specifically to comedy. It's just like
I
it's
understand
everything.
what you're saying.
You know?
Yeah.
You need one
yeah.
just for,
Yeah, man. I don't know who's the person to do
who wins
that.
best dick joke. Like you guys
Yeah.
are really.
I'm in the running.
You're gonna fight over.
I'm
it.
at least nominated.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I'll take it.
There's some good categories to be had with
Right.
that.
I would add that actually to my bio if I was nominated for best dick joke award. I would be nominated for best dick joke. That's awesome. It's like how on my resume I still put that I was a sandwich artist at Subway.
Yes.
Because you're not taking that away from me. Yes, I was 15, but fuck you. No, I am a sandwich
It
artist.
counts.
Goddammit, and there's nothing you could do to take that away from me. I was there in that BJ's. I was
earned it.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty. Which is fun too because when you work at a Subway at a BJ's, the garbage is in the back. So so what I did was I would get a cart and then put all the garbage in the cart, and then we're closed. So I'm just sprinting and then riding it because it's all heavy and stuff. Thankfully, I was a twig then, because right now I would fall flat on my fucking back and But like, oh yeah, dude, just on a cart as fast as you can in a closed BJ's. That's sick, dude. I was 15. I just discovered weed. It was awesome. I was just hanging out at a Subway, bro. Just eating the raw cookie dough in the bags.
Have you done stand-up comedy at the Subway though?
Do you know what? I would like to think the early beginnings I might have tried a joke or two there, just because I've always been kind of silly. But no, I have done comedy at my job before. I work.
I do that every day.
So
They
it's a
don't know
bar
it,
and a
though.
restaurant in Pocono Pines. Dude, shout out to the Jubilee, but like they let me do a comedy show once, probably back in like 2017. That's when like Dan Hoppel was still doing comedy and stuff like that. Which shout out to him. He actually streams on Twitch, RKO the Mic. He plays like Mario Maker and stuff like that. He's awesome. He's really good at it. But we did one. It is a wonderful pub, and I have DJ'd there plenty of times. Bands go there all the time. Bro, we had a show. It was like me, Dan, Angelia, whatever. And it was like 3 holiday parties, like a cop party, a birthday party, a Christmas party. We're all just in there to just hang out. Like it was a free show, so it was the bar crowd. And I have a distinct memory of Angelia yelling on the mic, "Hello! Is anyone listening to me? It was so bad that I had the best time of my life. It got so bad that it teetered the other way. And I was just like, thank God, because they paid us way too much and we just spent it at the bar because we were just like, blue. You know? So, like, dude, shout out to the Jube, man, because they are sick, but I would be a madman to do comedy there again. It's like, they don't even have a stage. At least the V-Spot, it has a stage, you know what I mean?
Sure.
But, like, for bands, it's a pub, you know what I'm saying? Like we were talking about before, bars can be pretty tough for comedy, especially if it's not attuned to a ticketed crowd.
Yeah.
And it's just anybody who wanted to go hang out and play pool or whatever, you know?
What's the weirdest place that you've done stand-up comedy?
Oh, hell yeah. You go
Weirdest
first.
place was probably also my worst show ever.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
I think so. It was somewhere out deep in New York, but not like, you know, beep beep city. Like it was a big castle in the middle of the woods.
Yeah?
And it was cool. I was like, this is gonna be my moment. You know what I mean? I was Mom Spaghetti and all that.
Yeah.
And I get on stage. I'm not gonna. I was performing in front of people I was looking up to too, right? And I was like, this is it, right? As soon as I get on stage, I take the mic out of the mic stand, and the microphone itself breaks. Not like it unplugs. It just goes and fills the air. And I try to put it back together, and there's nothing I could do. Two people come up, help me. Both are mad. And then they're like, get another microphone for me. And they're like the show at that point. They're not, you know what I mean? I'm not even there. They're just like, what the fuck? Get it on. Hand it to me. And then I'm like, yeah, so you guys hear about that environmentally friendly band? Yeah, and I just do some dad jokes and bomb to like 5 people, and then I had like, I don't know, a 3.5 hour ride home to think about it.
That blows.
And I had somebody very cool that was on the show be like, it's gonna be all right, which I knew at that moment it was gonna be the worst car ride I've ever had.
Dude, that's amazing.
I'm like, where's the deer? Please hit me.
Just please, I just need to. Give me one 8-point right now. Come on, I just need a few of them.
And now I'm here.
Yeah. Dude, so I would say for mine, I did one at this gay bar. I forget what it's called. It's not Heat. It's another one. I forgot where it was.
He was fun.
Yeah, he was fun. I did that set shirtless, and I went up saying, my name's Chris Jones, or as they say in prison, about a pack of cigarettes. So where, you know, it was fun. Yeah, no, there was a roller derby team there. I was intimidated. We all had fun. But no, I did one at this gay bar, and it had no light. It was very dark in there. There was 2 American flags with like the pride colors on the stage. Did the show, went super well, but it was this dark place. I was outside smoking a joint, and this was the circle. So it was me. It was Thomas the Red. So if people don't know Thomas the Red, he's a comedy Viking. He's like 6'6", and he has the mohawk, he has the pelts, he has weaponry.
Bags of weapons.
Garbage cans of weapons even. He had ECW garbage cans filled with swords that he would distribute during shows.
I loved his setup.
Dude, it's wild. It's such a wild set to see 30 times.
Amazing.
Not that it was always the same, but I'm saying like just having his aura and the entire thing.
loved
Wow.
him.
So it was me. It was a guy dressed up like a Viking, Thomas the Red. It was the girl who was his self-appointed wench for that day. So she was dressed up as a wench. This is her. I'm not, you know, whatever. Then there was a drag queen who was also on the show, and she was also the height of Tom, so another 6'6" person. And then there was a little person. And I swear to God, the little person handed me the joint, and he was like, no one's ever going to believe this happened to you. And I was just like, I don't think anyone's going to believe me either, to be honest with you. And I was on my way home. I'm just like, was I in Big Fish? What the hell? What the hell type of friggin' variety show? But yeah, man, I love doing gay bars, man. They eat me up. I'm just a little honey muffin. I don't know, a little bread with some honey butter on it, you know? But no, dude, I love weird shows. They're so much more fun, especially in the ridiculously of it all. You know, because the serious shows are when you're stressed, you know? Which,
Right.
understandably, I mean, not everyone is, and it's very, like, I'm the type of dude who's gonna smoke 3 cigs before I go into a show, just because I know once I'm in there, I'm gonna be like, man, just smoke 4.
I'm always about to puke. You know.
Yeah. And it's not like I love it. I just crave it. Like the weird stuff, the serious stuff, the dumb stuff. Just leaning into it is so cool. But I love bad shows sometimes. Sometimes I hate it. Like I was telling him, so I did a show for Wisecrackers in Allentown once. And this was years ago. This was probably like 2015. It was the last year that Warped Tour was a thing.
Okay.
And I was going to all the Warped Tours I could. Because it's the last time. It's also like the last time concerts were affordable in general, in the sense of like big bands.
Seriously.
As a concert goer, is like one of the hardest things to realize, especially since COVID. It's wild how much money. But anyway, so I got booked on for a tryout for a Wisecrackers gig, and they were like, "You can host." I've never hosted before. Still kind of in my half-assing of comedy. Like I have bits, but they're not really fully fledged out. And I decided to do that instead of go to Long Island for this for Warped Tour. And when I tell you, I did not get a single laugh for the entire show. Not even in between comics I would get. Dude, I Hiroshima'd that shit. I bombed, dude. It was so bad. And I was distraught. It was so bad that my girlfriend at the time couldn't even laugh, because then she'd be the only one. And like it was so not funny that it would be weird to laugh. Like that's how bad it was.
Yeah.
And so I got done, and the host said, "Well, that was a tryout, so you're not getting paid." And and I was like, "Okay, yeah, I'm totally gonna go and cry." And she was just like, "Hold on. We have a raffle. You have to go back up on stage and do the raffle." And I'm just like, "Okay, can I bring a gun for myself?" Like, after you win, and then just here's another show, and so that was the worst. That was the worst bomb I think I ever want to have. It sucks knowing I want to do this as a job because it's just always looming.
Yeah.
Whenever something goes good for me, I'm just like, oh no, it's going to plateau and then go down a little bit, and I'm going to be sad for a week.
You need to, or you start feeling yourself a little bit.
I don't want to feel myself a little bit. I want to be confident, not delusional.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, hosting definitely has to make you get better.
It definitely does.
It
I see you, man.
does.
Because you're getting quicker with your jokes, too, because you're hosting.
Like
you don't have time to bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to figure it out. You can't do the same things every week. You have to figure out different crowds. It's fun.
No, I absolutely like it, and and shout out to our ladies, guys. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I love you so much.
Yeah, we decided that we would do this on like we know it's dinner time and all, but we'll get there.
I think she's gonna be sitting in the dark waiting to turn the lamp on when I get in.
We're gonna go get ramen. Hey, so if anyone in the comments knows a good ramen place, no, but I'll Google it, I promise. But happy Valentine's. Hey, babe, happy Valentine's Day. Whatever.
Love you.
I love you. Yeah. I had to get it up because I remember last night I definitely said I was like, I'm gonna brag about you on the show because I am. My girlfriend's the shit. I love her. But freaking, then I got on here and I'm just like, I gotta make sure I just keep rambling. So it's just like, I love you. And then okay, cool, we're good. Yeah, no, that would be dumb.
Covered. You're good.
Yeah,
We're
covered.
an hour in. I think it's too late.
All right, that's fair.
That matters.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine with me.
You got it.
Yeah, no, in the beginning.
Hour.
Hi, so City, just go into it. And also, I love you, babe. Like, Rich, in your opening intro, you're just like, and by the way, I love you. All right, yeah, let's get on to the news. Yeah, what else you got for us, Rich? Just because you said no, I didn't know what else.
Did I see? I meant to ask you about this before. Is it Don't Tell Comedy? Did they pop by or something
That was
like that?
so cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I don't know.
Tell people maybe what that is. If
Yes.
they haven't seen it before, and like how that happened.
I'm not sure I don't want to say who's doing it if they're not like, you know, but it is the coolest thing because it's just like secret venues with secret comics that you don't find out until the day of the show. And it's a lot of times like really talented people from all out. Like it's different
this
areas.
is like a national thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, they have that YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Like
it came up in my recommended because I watch a lot of like comedy on YouTube and stuff, and I just have it on in the background, and those started coming up. And I thought these sets were really great, really funny, like comedians I'd never heard of before.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
these, like really cool looking venues, like very interesting, eclectic places.
Yes.
And then I saw that like they're doing stuff in like the Scranton Wilkes-Barre area.
Yeah, man.
So like, did they contact you or anything like that?
So it
or-
was just I ended up seeing somebody that was in need of a place for a show.
Okay.
And I was like, hey, I think I know a place.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, cool. And then we, we're
Yeah,
like
we're
high
good.
five.
So
And
they just shot one there, or
so they didn't, I don't know if it was shot. I don't know. Don't tell comedy.
Okay, right.
But they do record some. It's all different areas have different people in charge of them, and
Okay.
it's
like
a
Girl
really
Scouts.
cool. I know.
Yeah, they're just like there's just other people running their dens and stuff like in areas. Yeah.
I think the first one I saw was at a cigar shop. I think it's Scranton or something like
That's
that.
sick.
Yeah.
Like it's always weird places with really good comics, and I was super excited to do that because it's really fun for the open mic, but to have a real show down in there,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, it's confirmed. This room is perfect for doing this.
That's the cool part about shows in general that are just comedy is that people are literally coming there for comedy.
Yeah.
So it's cool. Like it's because at open mics you're trying to get everybody on your side.
Right.
Where not that you're not doing that at a show, but if like they're like I paid $10 to laugh,
Yeah.
they're going to be a little more yes and with
Yeah.
you than someone who's just there drinking.
Like I have to go home happy to.
Yeah, exactly. Or else
Okay.
my
Yeah.
money's wasted or whatever the hell, So it's cool. Just I know I just like being a part of a crowd that's engaging. You know what I mean? In the correct way, not like the
Highly
like the
recommend.
heckling stuff. But
They're super cool. They're super cool. Go to them.
yeah, go to them. Just
Go to them.
Trust them.
Yeah.
Them. Because the
It's just
guy
a
who
group of-
books them is a cool guy. Who knows?
It's like you don't know all the comedians. Everybody knows the big names, but it's a real good way to see really good people.
That just know.
And if you just like comedy, it's for you.
yeah.
How do you pick the features for your event, and who do you have coming up?
Okay, so next week, a week from today, yay! We have Dave Savage, who is also part of the Hudson Servicemen's Club Mike on Friday, every other Friday with Steve. He's done a lot. He's absolutely awesome.
Is it out today?
Huh?
It's the 14th. I thought it was the
Yeah,
second.
it's okay. So we do every
Or the
first,
third. No,
third
sorry.
and
Yeah,
fifth when there's a
golf.
fifth.
Sorry.
But yeah, no, we
Sorry,
picked
sorry.
them by people that like I really love seeing, which is everybody in this local scene, and I've been I have a bunch of people coming up next month too. I got Elliot coming out, and I got Zach Hammond coming out, which is absolutely
Dude, that's so cool.
I don't want to
That
jinx
is
it.
so cool.
I'm
No,
excited.
no,
Yeah.
no,
Tell
stop.
your friends.
Yeah, come
There's
through.
pizza.
Yeah. It's such dude. If
No,
not for
that
anything
really
else, do it
felt
for
like
pizza.
my heart was racing when I was like, hey, maybe please, sir.
yeah,
No,
dude.
but yeah, everybody's been super cool about it, and I'm really
Yeah.
excited to see people that I've, like, in my first shot, like you and Elliot, people that, like, were hosting the first mics I ever went to,
Yeah.
coming out and featuring at this mic is super cool.
I just like that giving a shit has like it's cool that we're giving a shit and then people appreciate that we're taking it seriously. So people that I was intimidated of when I was a kid trying to do this stuff are now like, yo, if you need advice, ask me, sort of stuff. And it's just so helpful because the more you work, the more people are going to work with you. As long as you keep your nose clean and you just decide to be a good dude and work hard, or lady or person, then
Yeah.
you do. It's
We've just been having a good time with it.
yeah, man. It's
Picking
a
people
lot
that
of
want to
fun.
have fun, everybody local that we can.
And it's cool too because I don't feel like because I'm always stuck in looking towards the future or worrying about the past. But like with with the places we have now to do comedy, I can engage and be present and not hate just like my situation because it's all a work in progress. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool like that.
Yeah. You mentioned this quick before. What is next comic up, and how did you end up being the next headliner in that series?
All right, so it's actually so this is the first one. So and by the way, please buy tickets. Keystone Stage. Go to the event link. I'll plug it. I know I'm gonna end up putting some of my links for my shows on the comments whenever I get back.
There's some text on the
Thank you very much. I forget
I
you're
love
a professional
text.
sometimes, dude.
Yeah, I trust you. I don't even
man.
ask
No.
questions.
It
I'm just
definitely
here
does
for
not have
fun.
arrows pointing up at you
Yeah.
going dicks.
Yeah. Right.
Were you gonna put other things in between us? I know you put the flyer. Is that like something I want?
Yeah, I mean, I could put anything on the screen.
Oh my god!
All right, so I'm gonna explain.
my God.
Okay, so I'm gonna explain this next big step
Yes.
in my thing. Well, you put whatever you want here. So,
Sorry,
yeah.
I just
no.
had to ask before we were
I
done.
want it. I want this to be a
Okay,
thing. It should be
thank
silly. So I was booked to host. So pretty much what the idea is like if you come out to the workshops on Thursdays and you really try and you get yourself a little less green, that they're gonna reward you with like spots on shows. Like Dan Danzy is a professional who wants to see a scene grow, and everything that I've ever read about him or seen about him or anything, it's always stayed true for like in terms of like his word of trying to build something. And and you could extend it that having Will and Sam, the owners there, do they do their thing, and it's wonderful that they give me a space for that. But so Dan has this next comic up workshop where you get there. It starts a little later. I think it starts at 8. It might start at 7 if like it gets booming, but everyone does a 5-minute set. Everyone writes notes. Everybody talks about it, like I said before, and that's how we want to grow it. So with this specifically, I hosted a dinner and a show for the Keystone Stage for Pat DeBerry was the headliner, John Greer, Marcus Silva, and Scott. Oh, I feel so bad. Oh no, he was the opener. So anyway, so I hosted it. And from that, I was like, okay, this went well. It went really, like, I went on stage and lip sang Take On Me. Just to get, because I was like, how do I make this dumb? You know what I mean? Let's make it dumb. Let's have fun. And so we did. And so afterwards, he was just like, yo, or like probably a couple of weeks later, we were planning on doing another event, which unfortunately couldn't transpire because a couple people backed out. So he was like, okay, well, we were going to do this anyway. Let's get this started. On that day of the show, we're going to have the next Comic Up Showcase. You're going to be headlining it. And it was kind of just like, hey, you're doing good, so go do a set. So, which, granted, look at me, whoever's watching this. If I fill the place, I get more money.
Cha-ching.
So, please, just, if not for me, for my wallet. No, but dude, I'm so excited because it's such a cool room. I like it a lot. I think they're starting to book way more comedy shows too, having Dan there. And I know Zach Hammond's on one of them. I forget the date of it because they just put all that stuff up today, but they're starting to do, it's like the Keystone Comedy Revolt, I think it is kind of how they're doing it. So it's like, it's cool to have an actual place that feels like a club because we don't have that.
Right.
Because like if you get booked by somebody who is a club of any extent, it's generally at some hotel, which, I mean, Phil's, like, it's full and, like, it's acceptable, whatever, but, like, having a smaller room with a stage and you're the one light and it's just kind of like, okay, go do comedy.
Yeah.
It's
got that
really
nice
cool.
Theater sort of.
Exactly, yeah. And it's cool. And so I'm super excited for it. Yeah, no, I don't know, man. I'm just working hard and trying. Like, it's so weird how just doing those two things while trying to get better at what you want to do, people will recognize it. Even if you don't think so or it's not happening fast enough, just keep working hard. Because for me, for years, dude, when I was half-assing it as a kid, it's because in my head, me trying to learn how to be a good person in general, and I'm not stroking my own dick. Obviously, like I am not perfect, and I have done wrong by people, and I have tried. Like I'm a human, but at the same time, when I was just like, okay, I'm a pretty cool guy. At least it gave me a sense of complacency that I didn't have to do much because people were giving me stuff because I was cool and not because I was good. So now, like, I'm just going to be nice to everybody like I always am, but at the same time, it's like now I have a body of work where it's just like, yes, I can do 5, 7, 10, and 15 minutes.
Okay.
The 15 gets a little looser as we keep going. They're a little bit more walking on stage. But I mean, like in general, it's dude, you got to work hard and then people will help. like you helping me get on stage late, or the Keystone helping me get on stage early when I have D&D that night. You know what I mean? So yeah, shout out to the D&D group. We're playing Waterdeep right now, if anyone knows. But yeah, it's sick. But yeah, I mean, it was just I feel like I'm just in the right spot for it in terms of like I feel very excited and happy. I'm excited to prove it to myself that I do deserve it, but I'm very hard on just immediately saying that I do that until I do a couple more of these longer form sets, because I want to get tight. I don't need to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to be able to do whatever. Be funny, laughs per minute, no matter what, is consistent, is kind of the goal. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty much how I do with that. Yeah.
So to tie it all together,
Yeah.
for the people who are watching, who are like, hey, you know, I like comedy. I want to come out to some of these shows.
Yeah.
I want to kind of maybe know where this stuff is happening, that sort
Sure.
of thing. You know, where are the best places to go see comedy and be an audience member? And, you know, are there any shows coming up? Obviously,
pulling
your
that up,
headlining
that's
show, anything else?
Spacement Comedy.
Yeah,
Where
Spacement
people-
Comedy.
I don't know. I mean,
People
Spacement's
can
pretty
come
cool.
and hang out.
So, yeah, you go ahead. Yeah.
It's just because it's a passion thing. Like, I really love that we were able to
And
make
when
this
is
work.
that?
What's that?
And when is that?
So, oh yeah, that's right. You're
And where?
really good at this. So it's in Utopia, in the basement
Oh, that's not
in
right.
Wilkes-Barre. Oh wait, what's?
Oh, there we go. Huh?
Oh hey, that's where I should have been looking this whole
There you
time.
go.
Yeah, no. So okay, so it's in Wilkes-Barre. Woo,
What a fool this guy is.
gosh dang it, I'm blowing it. It's every first, third, and when there's a fifth Wednesday, it's a fifth Wednesday. It's sign-ups are 6:30. We start at 7. We go
Yep.
to like 9. We have a feature every week. We're trying to bring super cool people in.
You do. You work hard, you do.
Yeah, and if you like to have a good time and do comedy, come out, because that's the place for you. You know, there's like so many people. We're just posting on Facebook, so we're kind of just, you know, hoping that people like it and then tell other people when they have, which is even wilder to me. But yeah, so wait, what else? I mean, I'm doing a show with Jacqueline's Tear Ducts in March. That's a fun
Wait,
one.
really?
Yeah. Old Time Charlie's does like
That's sick.
a I think they're doing a once a month comedy show. It's super fun.
Okay. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
lots of things, but you gotta know the people.
Yeah,
so
it's
come
like-
out to the mics and add us on
dude,
Facebook.
yeah. I love all these people. As someone who knows everyone, I'm like, dude, that's awesome. So, yeah, but other mics you could definitely go to, man, is like I said, Mike Peters and Endicott every Monday. It's a little bit of a drive, but some people are more north or whatever. So, yeah, Keystone Stage Monday and Thursday, especially if you're a comic on Thursdays. V-Spot. You have the Popcorn Poetry in Stroudsburg once a month.
Yes.
Yeah, went there
That's
on Monday.
super fun.
Loved it. I'm featuring there next month. So, for me, I have next Saturday I'm featuring at Allegheny Creek Brewing Company, headlined by Johnny Watson. That's in Mount Bethel. March 2nd, I host a open mic at Summit Lanes in Pocono Summit, which starts at 7:30. March 11th, I'm featuring for Popcorn Poetry. March 15th is my headlining show. And then I have March 20th is the Homebrewed Comedy at the John Barleycorn, no, is it Barley or Barley? It's Barleycorn Tavern, John Barleycorn Tavern, and that's in Owego, New York. So if anybody wants to come out, then grab your tickets. I could always, Chris Jones Comedy on Facebook. Yeah.
I don't social media no good. You could find me on the side of 81 North picking up cars, sometimes,
Yeah. So,
trading them for trinkets under bridges.
Give me your phone number. Don't,
Okay, yeah,
don't
wait,
read
hold on. I have my old wallet. I could just.
Don't.
Yeah, no.
I like that you had to tell me.
But yeah, no, and thank you again, Rich. I feel like more
Yeah,
people should
this
be absolutely praising you for the work you do. To the both of you, thank you very much for this.
This is
awesome.
the coolest thing.
Donating money for new mics.
Yeah, there you go. Donate. And by the way, that bin on Tuesdays is way too thin. Like, I need to see more people putting in even $2. Because if 20 of us do that, then guess what? He could buy an accessory that he needs or whatever. Like, donate.
100%.
Pyrotechnics.
If you're going to open mics, just donate a few dollars everywhere you go. It's everywhere you go. If you care about the scene, donate money. Even if it's not a lot, because that matters. Especially if you're trying to get booked or if you're trying to be a part of a scene and you care, then show it. Because sometimes it's not just coming that's going, coming to the mics. That is going to do. Thank you. Yeah, no, I did too, and that's why I had to do that. But yeah, just fucking go tip the bartender even if you're getting water. Go give somebody, you know what I mean?
Especially if you're getting fucking water.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Dude, everyone at the V spot
Especially
is
if you're
just like,
getting
why are you
water.
tipping me? I'm like, because you're serving me a beverage. Like, here's $2, just take it. You know what I mean? Who cares, you know? But yeah, that's my last say. Yeah, on that. Huzzah. Chris Jones Comedy on TikTok. Okay.
Well, I'll make you guys feel good with all these nice comments. Mike says these guys are hilarious. Definitely want to watch the whole thing after work.
Heck yeah.
Oh, this lovely lady Yasmin.
I know her.
Comedians in the area. Love y'all and work hard. Dedication to the comedy scene. Brianna says, love your jacket, Rye. Two of the best dudes to have come up with. Adam says, like Chris said, genuine comedy flows together, and these guys are genuine.
Aw.
That's so sweet.
Sweet. That's very nice.
This is so wholesome.
I love
Is this
this.
internet comments right
I
now?
thought it was going to be all my friends being like, yo,
These are live
fucking
comments.
dumb.
Dan
They're so
Happening throughout
sweet.
the show.
Dan says
Yeah.
two funny guys. Billy Crazer says,
Oh, yeah.
I love you guys. You're killing it. And Justin says the mics are probably fine. You just need some foam on the walls.
Yeah, well, that costs money too, Justin.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing is
A
the
bag of dicks here you can.
I like how the one mean thing wasn't even directed at us. That's
yeah,
like,
it was this guy here. This
Well,
Michael.
I
What's up with the poor mic quality? And then Jason was kind enough to respond. There's a donation link on the website. Feel free to send money for better mics.
That was me.
nice.
That's what I was doing when I wasn't switching cameras.
When does the parking meter
man.
stop? Is it 5?
You're set,
Oh,
dude.
fine, yeah.
Okay, because I paid.
You didn't even
why
have to
would they let
pay.
me pay the $4 then for the
They'll
2
still-
hours?
Because
Oh,
they'll
they'll
let
take
you.
it.
They'll
Son of a
take it.
bitch.
It tells you the time on it, dude. I went,
It
no.
does not. Bullshit.
It does.
Not the one across
Do you
the
want
street.
to bet? I'm
Out
so
here it
broke
doesn't.
right now.
Not, maybe some of them do, but
Not the one
out
across
here
the
it doesn't.
street.
I don't want to. I'm not that confident.
I mean, we could bet, but if
Never mind. You
I
look like you
lose,
know.
what are you gonna do about it?
That's
Yeah, I have no leverage here.
freaking awesome, man.
I could give you a
Yes.
bottle.
But thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
Rich.
guys. This
Fucking
has
shit.
been
You guys
super
are
fun.
awesome. I appreciate it. And dude, I am so glad that I got to just bullshit because I always ever see you in passing. You know what I mean? It's freaking, it's awesome. So thank you. I'm glad that I actually got to sit down and hang out with the homies and shit.
Yeah, no, this was a lot of fun. Thank you
Thank you,
guys.
man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. If you enjoyed the show, please please share this video specifically to get it out there to more people. And let people know that there's a lot of great stand-up comedians in the area that really just aren't getting their due. I mean, we talk about the music scene a lot on here and how underrated a lot of these guys are. The comedy scene, it goes beyond that in terms of
Thanks, man. I don't-
being underrated. And people not really understanding that there is a great comedy scene here, and there's a lot of people that work really hard to make people laugh.
Hell yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So you guys definitely need that extra push. So anything that I can do to help is my pleasure.
Any comedian that gets on this thing for a platform helps us one step out of the way, you know. So whenever you have room to put somebody else up, I would just say to do that.
Sure. Yeah. Maybe we'll start doing open mic here. And just,
Dude, I'll do a tight fight. You get that fourth camera over there rolling, and you just put a mic stand for my lanky ass over here. We're gonna figure it out. You know
Don't
what I
tell
mean?
comedy?
Yeah, we'll put a brick wall on the
There you
TV. That's gonna be sick. All right, no, but thank you very much, Rich. I appreciate it. Thank you
super
very
cool.
much.
Super cool. Thank
And
you guys.
the donation site, the donation button on the website is real.
yeah. Oh yeah.
What?
You
It's
can
definitely-
really donate.
You better.
Also, we're on Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, all that stuff under NEPA Scenes. You just look for NEPA Scene, you'll find us. Venmo.
Big shock. Rich
There you
does
go.
a lot of work here.
Exactly.
Do you get mad when people say NEPA?
Literally. Oh, no.
No.
When
It
I was
doesn't
a
matter
kid, it
to me.
didn't exist. There was no
Okay.
NEPA,
Yeah,
no
there was- yeah.
NEPA. It
Ooh.
was just fucking Scranton. It became Steamtown. I moved away for 14 years. I came back. It was a whole new fucking place called NEPA.
No, sick. Yeah, there you go.
Well,
Damn acronyms.
the camcorders that recorded this tonight actually they're used camcorders, but they're new to me as a
Purchased
new
with
that I just
donation.
purchased specifically with donations to be able to do this
Heck yeah.
show. Same with the mic setup. The mics are actually pretty good, but we're running on a cheap soundboard because our very expensive soundboard died a few weeks ago. That's why you
producer
haven't
sucks
seen
also.
the show.
Producer does not know what he's doing at all.
Well, Jason is volunteering. So also, if you'd like to volunteer to maybe come and hang out and do this kind of stuff so that Jason doesn't have to sit here every week and do something that he doesn't really
if you
wanna
also
do.
want to be a disembodied entity, right?
Yes,
that
you can
never
chip
see.
in on the
That's the best.
conversation.
Yeah, you'll never see this man's
All that
face.
kind of
That's
stuff.
part
I'll die before you
Dude.
see what this guy looks like. You know, this is my shit to look at, not you guys, unless you volunteer and help. I don't know.
So feel free if you want to do any of that. I also am going to
Send
update.
us money like Jerry's kids.
Well, I just got a whole bunch of NEPA Scene shirts in
Swag.
that we definitely need to sell.
Hats.
Want some swag? Got some hats.
We have stickers, buttons, magnets, keychains, which I sell at the open mic every week. But for those who don't go to the open mic, see, he's got it.
That's what I'm
Down a
saying.
little,
You guys
down a little,
got
down a
it.
little. There we go.
There you go. There's some swag.
Yeah, get some swag.
So, for those who don't come to the open mic, we're actually going to be at the Scranton Punk Rock Flea Market early next month. I'll put the information right
gonna
up
be at
here
my
on the
brother's
screen.
wedding
It's Saturday,
tonight,
March
so-
2nd. So you could pick some up there, or we're going to be putting up a big cartel site, so you can buy them all online and stuff. The only thing that sucks about that is you got to pay shipping. So you know, unless you're in Scranton, then I will drive it to your house. But otherwise, you're getting it shipped. And you got to pay
Additional
shipping.
$5, I will drive it to your house.
There we
There you go. And then you get to
For
see this.
$20, I will not.
Then you get to see the
You get to
voice.
see what he looks like. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, sweet. Hell yeah, man.
All right. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for being here, and we will hopefully, as long as the power everything doesn't go out like it did earlier, we'll see you here next Wednesday.
Hell yeah, guys.
Did we ever explain that? The
I did it. I'm doing it again right now. Good night.
Yeah, so that's the other thing. We're also at a freezing basement, so I have a space heater going, and I think the space heater
Pop the breaker.
Pop the breaker, yeah. So we got everything running back again pretty fast, but yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen you scurry. that was a nice scurry right there.
I appreciate
Chris, your
that.
disembodied voice now.
Yeah, it's actually kind of warm.
Yeah.
It's nice
I
over
can't
here.
get the cursor to work, so we're
Oh,
not
man.
in the live.
No, I had one of the.
Ooh.
No,
This is
like
super
fuck.
fun.
I can't find the cursor. It's not. Really fucking
Don't take this out.
Don't take
We're
this
not
out.
taking it out.
Okay,
We can't
good.
find the cursor. I told you the producer sucks.
Rich killed me.
There's no fucking cursor.
Is there a garbage?
I have to pee.
Oh, I got
Recycling?
a whiz.
It's in the bathroom.
Oh, sweet.
Don't
No,
whiz
I
in
know,
the
I'm not
bathroom.
gonna-